This video is about celery juice, what it's done for me, what it will do for you, and how to stay consistent with it. Celery juice is an herbal medicine that you want to drink. And I've been drinking celery juice every day for the past almost a year. There was a time where I went 6 months straight and drank it every morning without fail. The last few months I haven't been as consistent, and I noticed my problems such as acne were coming back. I was getting sore throats because I was surrounding myself with people who weren't drinking celery juice. And here I am with it now, and I've been drinking it every day for the past 5 days, and I can feel my body getting clear again of acne. It's almost there. This was like a pimple that was coming, that was really big, and you'll probably see it in some of my videos. But I was getting acne all over my chest again, but as you can see, it's clear. I think I'm getting some on my back that is going away, but I used to be, see if you see, but I used to have acne all over my back, like in my chest, to the point where it was pink and all over. And the only thing that I've done differently is celery juice. So that's what this video is about. This video is about celery juice, what it's done for me, what it will do for you, and how to stay consistent with it. And I want to help others get it into their lives so they can also have the benefits. And if you're joining me in the month of December, you can actually follow me on Instagram. I'm doing a daily challenge where every day till December 22nd, we are drinking celery juice. And if you tag me every day from here until the 22nd, then you get a prize. I'm gonna close it the week of Christmas for new people, but if you're new now, you still have many days to go, and you'll get a prize at the end. And I'll either mail it to you or email it to you. But celery juice. Okay, what did celery juice do for me? Well, how I found out about celery juice is I was watching Tony Robbins' virtual Unleash the Power Within, and he brought on Medical Medium, and I started listening to Medical Medium, and he was talking about celery juice, and my interest was definitely peaked to the point where like my heart, my spirit, my soul was very excited. And so I bought this book and I started reading it. And then I was juicing every morning on an empty stomach, just like Medical Medium said to do. And the benefits were not immediate, but I definitely noticed a change. After 2 weeks in, my nails started getting stronger. And this book said your nails will start getting stronger. It actually says you'll find relief from acid reflux, acne, Alzheimer's and dementia, anxiety, autoimmune disease, bladder infections, bloating, brain fog, cancer, constipation, depression, dermatitis, diabetes, diverticulitis, dry skin, eating disorders, eczema, swelling, eye problems, fatigue,
fibroids, fibromyalgia, gallstones, headaches,
vitiligo, and weight problems. So, do you have any of those? If so, you want to buy this book. It's pretty cheap. I think it's like $10. And but one of the things I wanted to talk to you about is that celery juice has sodium cluster salts in it, and it can't be eaten. You can't eat celery and get the same benefits. You know why? Because it's like an herb. When you put herbs in a tea bag and then you put them in hot water, it extracts the oils and the medicine from the herbs. That is what celery juice is. You blend it up, then the juice comes out, and that is the herbal medicine. Celery and celery juice are two different things. And there's a lot of people A lot of people have been helped by having celery juice. And you can find them on Medical Medium's page. They share it. They share themselves drinking it. It's everywhere. And you cannot deny the benefits when you drink it yourself. And that is why I'm trying to share it with you, is so you will listen and you will start drinking it and you will notice the benefits. So what will celery juice do for you? Well, one of the things that it does is that it goes in to the fatty deposits that are stuck into your system, and it goes in and cleans those out. So it removes fatty deposits that are stuck to toxic heavy metals. Apparently, toxic heavy metals and fatty deposits are like clung together like a suction cup. And celery juice comes in and like breaks them all apart. It's the sodium cluster salts that come in, and they're a high-powered mineral salt for your body, and it cleans you out. So also, fiber in the celery block the sodium cluster salts from going together. So that is why you need to juice it. It's also an electrolyte, and we are made of electricity. And if you have celery juice, which is an electrolyte, and it helps your body access the information from your cells, because you have cells to cells communicating. And it says right here that an electrolyte allows electricity to flow, and it passes information from cell to cell throughout your entire body. Electrolytes help cells receive oxygen, and celery juice is a complete electrolyte source. So you need to drink it pure without anything in it so that you get the pure sodium cluster salts. And also, celery juice helps free the liver of poisons and toxins, making the organ less sluggish and stagnant. So your liver is which is what collects toxins, and this cleans your liver. And a dirty, toxic liver is actually what makes you age faster and gives you more wrinkles. So if you drink celery juice, it'll actually help slow down the aging process if you are maintaining a diet that's not full of alcohol and fats and proteins that will plug up your liver and will let your body cleanse out all the fats and all the toxins. So those are just some of the benefits that celery juice will bring to you. There's way too many benefits and there's way too much to say about it, but there's definitely all that information is in here, and you won't regret juicing celery. So it also helps your hair if your hair is thinning or you're losing your hair. Your adrenal hormone deficiencies are commonly behind hair thinning and loss. Now, the adrenal glands are complex, and medical research and science don't yet study most of the hormones they produce. Medicine is still in its infancy in understanding of the adrenals. So if you are running out of food and you haven't had any food, your adrenal glands get activated. That's why if you're really hungry, sometimes you can be shaking because your adrenaline is running through your body. So celery juice will help your adrenals. And also that people often notice that when they're under less stress and in a happier place in life for long enough, they eventually experience less hair loss and maybe even new hair growth. That's because the adrenals are in a more stable place, allowing them to support the hair follicles. So when we're under great stress, it's the opposite. Adrenaline and cortisol can saturate your hair follicles, causing bouts of hair loss for many people in this position. We can't always control what's coming at us, but celery juice offers the adrenals and by extension the hair follicles support through both harder and happier times. So that's one thing. So when I started drinking it, my nails got way stronger, and after 6 months, they were so strong that I couldn't bend them. And I always wondered why I didn't have strong nails. And Okay, so acne, streptococcus bacteria. Most people, when they think of streptococcus bacteria, they think of strep throat. That's not all that strep causes. There's a host of other conditions that occur in people's lives, whether at earlier or later stages, that are the result of low-grade chronic strep inside the body. Strep is a type of bacteria that has built up its platform and strength in our environment and world due to the overuse of antibiotics. Antibiotics have shaped and sculpted strep into what it is today. So many different groups, strains, and mutations of strep exist that medical research and science cannot keep up with. Strep throat is just one indication of strep. If you're someone who took antibiotics early in life for a cough, flu, or childhood ear infection, that could have set the stage for a future episode of strep-related illnesses. So I used to have chronic ear infections as a child and took antibiotics for them. And then I got acne a lot as a teenager and into adult. So what if you are someone who's never taken antibiotics in your life? Does that mean you weren't exposed to them? Sorry to say no. Antibiotics are in our water supply, they're in our food, they're passed from generations before us through our family bloodline. As a result, almost everybody lives with one or multiple varieties of strep in their system. Celery juice is the ultimate strep fighter. Its sodium cluster salts destroy strep on contact throughout the body, and that makes it amazing for the many conditions you're about to examine. Celery juice vitamin C helps boost the immune system against strep-related illnesses and its multitude of trace minerals that help strengthen tissue and organs from the damage that strep bacteria colonies can cause. Healing from strep is one reason why so many people are healing from so many conditions, because it's involved in so much. If you are young, you might have only experienced acne, strep throat, or an ear infection, which probably doesn't feel like an only, since those conditions can be so disruptive. As individuals enter their 20s and 30s, they may start to develop additional strep-related issues, sinusitis, even more strep throat, a UTI, a yeast infection. As time goes on, maybe someone receives a diagnosis of SIBO or Candida. What no one ever tells them, because no one realizes, is that all of these seemingly unrelated years apart diagnoses trace back to strep, some which have been in the system for a long time. The bacteria tend to hide out long term inside the liver, building colonies, and more trouble comes into your lives. And you get a weakened, sluggish, and stagnant liver. Celery juice gives you more control over this bug than ever. So acne is a result of streptococcus bacteria. When I lived in China, I used to have UTIs at least every other month. And I was just going to one of those stores where you put your little Google Translate up and you say, this is what I have, and it would say in Chinese bladder infection or UTI, and then they would give me some pill and they would just point and I would go and get it, and I couldn't read the box. And I kept getting them every other month, even when I was taking those pills. And I don't know what I was taking, but I thought it was an antibiotic. So, celery juice. Acne is a sign of early wars in life that go undocumented. Those early wars began with strep causing one or more of these issues on the list. As a result, antibiotics entered the body, prescribed, for example, an ear infection. Counter to what anyone intended, those antibiotics lend strength to strep. In some cases, antibiotics didn't even enter the system through pharmaceuticals. Someone caused them through the food or water and through the bloodline. In whatever form antibiotics arrived, they gave strep a chance to thrive. Medical research and science believe that acne is a hormone-related condition. They're mistaken. Acne tends to accompany hormonal shifts such as puberty and menstruation because the immune system lowers dramatically at these times, allowing strep to take advantage and create a condition such as acne. Acne isn't caused by clogged pores either. While sure, a clogged pore can cause a pimple here and there, a series of aggressive cysts is a sign of strep infection sitting in the liver and traveling up through the lymphatic system to the dermis, searching for food. We all hear about the oily skin that usually goes along with acne. That sebum oil is produced to try to stop the strep bacteria from causing harm. The sodium cluster salts in celery juice help disperse sebum oil, exposing strep and destroying it, while at the same time allowing your immune system to destroy strep. So, I noticed a big change in the way that I feel, and like my whole body feels clean when I'm drinking celery juice. The days and the weeks that I didn't have it, I could tell a difference. Once you are on it for a while, you start to realize the difference when you're not on it. Taking foods such as dairy, gluten, and eggs out of the diet also reduces acne because these are the favorite foods of strep, and keeping them out of the system helps starve strep. While celery juice is destroying strep in your liver and lymphatic system and strengthening the lymphocytes, it helps flush remnants of any toxic food that might have been consuming that were lending fuel to strep. This too helps lead to clearer skin. Appendicitis often occurs from food poisoning. For that to happen, the appendix has to be weakened in the first place. People can also develop appendicitis without food poisoning. Either way, the appendix area is harboring colonies of strep. Why is it there? The immune system is highly reactive in the appendix area. The appendix acts as a lure to bacteria such as strep so that the immune system can destroy them. If too much strep is in the body for too many years, this can cause wear and tear on the appendix and eventually lead to an acute rupture or inflammatory condition. Celery juice is amazing for appendicitis. Celery juice is amazing for appendixes. When celery juice is near, strep tends to run from the appendix. Celery juice enters into the appendix via the colon and also from the outside the colon via the lymphatic vessels, helping soothe and heal an inflamed appendix. It also helps destroy strep bacteria, ridding it and even repelling it from the area. Diverticulitis can also occur because of strep, ear infections, gallbladder issues. Literally goes on and on and on and on. So yeah, celery juice, time to drink it, and I hope you guys drink it too, and I hope you buy the book. It's really cheap, and what's more important, $10 to get this book or your health? Buy these mason jars, fill it up, drink it. And it tastes really good. You actually start to crave it after a while. So thanks for watching this video, and I hope you like and subscribe for more videos on health and food and plants, and follow me on Instagram and join my celery juice challenge. Have a good day. So how do you get started with your celery juice? So if I were you, I'd either buy a juicer or a blender. And so what I do is I use Vitamix, and Vitamix blenders are really, really powerful. And I blend it up and I pour it into a lingerie bag that has tons of holes, and you squeeze it out and then you pour it into a mason jar, and that's what you do. So every day I wake up, it's the first thing that I do. I just grab the bags that I bought at Costco, throw them in the blender, blend it up, and it goes. Do you want stronger nails? Do you want better hair? Do you want better skin? Do you want a clean body? If you do, then wake up every morning and think about those things and think about the end result, which will never end, but you'll have this and it will be a habit to the point where you will be making celery juice every morning without thinking about it. That is what I would like you to do.